So if YouTube's ever made you feel rejected and nobody even had to say anything, this video is probably about you. And in this video, we are going to name that feeling, and we are going to go over some hopefully solid methods to cope with it. Because this platform has this weird way of turning silence into a verdict. And honestly, that verdict can feel intensely personal, especially if you have ADHD. Although we don't have a monopoly on being hurt by rejection. And yeah, it can hurt, like right here in the chest, like for real, not just as an idea. I recently made a video about why new YouTubers quit, and you don't have to go watch it. It's not a required homework assignment, although if you want to, it is there. But after that video, I had this kind of gnawing feeling, not like, oh no, I said something wrong, but more like I left something out that matters a great deal to a large number of people, especially ADHD people. And honestly, moving on to the next thing would have been the safe option, because that video underperformed. and yeah, that hurt. I mean, it's not unexpected, and I mean, intellectually, I know it's to be expected at this point in my channel's life. It's kind of the irony of it. But still, it hurts. And not in this like dramatic I'm quitting way, but in this quiet way. My brain is going to keep checking the stats like it's checking my own self-worth kind of way. And the more I sat with it, the more I kind of realized, oh, this is the thing. This is what kills channels. And that's because creators just get emotionally beat up by the platform, and they honestly have no idea what's happening to them. I'm not a mental health professional. I'm not diagnosing you. I can't treat you. I'm just a guy on a couch who likes making videos about YouTube and has ADHD. That being said, if this hits you in a way that feels bigger than YouTube, take that seriously and get help if you need it. That's real. When people hear rejection sensitivity, they think it's like someone commenting, you suck, get off the platform. Your videos are worthless and you're trash. And, you know, I'm sure that happens. There's an infinite number of trolls on the internet. But the YouTube version is way more annoying because it doesn't reject you with words. It rejects you with numbers, silently. It's like you post a video and you see it gets shown to people, but they don't click. And you can look at the timeline and see exactly where they decided, you're not worth watching anymore. It's when you refresh comments and it's just quiet. No one has anything to say about what you just put all that work into. And it's when someone gives you a dislike and you don't know who or why, and you're just like, but feedback would be nice. But YouTube doesn't give feedback like a normal human conversation. It gives feedback like a spreadsheet. And brains, especially ADHD brains, are fully capable of turning a spreadsheet directly into shame. And yeah, the name for that is rejection sensitivity. It's when you get a small rejection and turn it into a complete and total, just, I guess, stripped down of who you are as a person. It's like when someone doesn't respond to a text message from you right away, and you immediately think that you've done something wrong and they hate you and that you're worthless and they were never your friend to begin with. And yeah, people with ADHD do have a hard time specifically with this because we have a hard time regulating any emotion. I mean, we have a hard time prioritizing or regulating most anything, but it's not exclusive to us. Rejection sensitivity does kind of span the gambit of mental health and neurodivergent brains. But yeah, for us, the reaction almost never matches the event. It's not like, oh, that video underperformed. It's, cool, I'm worthless and everything I make is trash. And yeah, YouTube is perfect at triggering that because it delivers its rejection in silence and numbers and not in human conversation. So yeah, YouTube gives you feedback that is public, delayed, or confusing, or just a lot of silence. And honestly, the silence is kind of the worst one. Silence is when your brain starts filling in the blanks. It starts writing fan fiction about what happened. It says, oh, they saw it and they didn't care, or they clicked off because I'm boring, or they didn't bother clicking on my thumbnail because I'm hideous, or they didn't comment because they thought I'm annoying. None of that is provable, but it feels true anyway. You know, when you have ADHD, feelings don't show up as a, yeah, maybe. No, they show up with certainty. I gotta be honest about me. I do take this stuff personally. Sometimes I take stuff way too personally. Like, just ridiculously personally. Like, every time I put something out there, especially, you know, if I put like real thought and effort and emotion and all that stuff into it, and it doesn't land, it's not like I immediately think, okay, I'll just, you know, I'll iterate. It's more like, cool, that came from me and I'm just not enough. And I know that's not rational, but rejection sensitivity isn't a logic problem, it's an intensity problem. So if you felt like that, you are not crazy. You're just trying to embark on a creative endeavor on a platform that hands out feedback in the least human way possible. So here's what this sort of thing does to creators over time. It usually doesn't make people quit on the spot, but it will do things like make you hesitate. It makes you do things that feel responsible, but secretly are just you stalling it out. Like, oh, let me just tweak this title one more time. I can't do this until I have a better title. Or let me try these colors with this thumbnail. You know, I'll reshoot it again. I just need to redo the intro. Or I should really wait to shoot this video until I feel a little bit more confident, or until I've done a little bit or a lot more research. Or my last video didn't do so well, I'll make a safer video next. And the brutal part is, all that feels like you're working, but you're not. You're hiding. And I know I'm saying you, but I do mean me too. I've done all of those things. So yeah, if I was optimizing for safe channel growth, this would not be the video I'd be making right now. I would have moved into the camera arc that I have planned. I will get to that, by the way, because that's easier. I mean, it's clean, it's practical, it's mechanical. If it doesn't do as well, it won't hurt as bad. It won't require me to admit that I'm affected by this kind of stuff. But honestly, that's exactly why I had to make this video. Because when the quitting video underperformed, I felt that pull, that, oh, I shouldn't make a video like this again. I should pivot off. I should run away from this sort of thing. I should definitely pretend like it didn't hurt. Admit nothing. But yeah, if I don't talk about this stuff honestly, then what the hell am I even doing with this channel? You know? That's the thing. You don't beat rejection sensitivity. I mean, the best you can really do is manage it. And on the always excellent How to ADHD channel, Jessica goes over this much better than I can. But this is what I found that helps me. Is first I need to just separate myself from it. Like, force yourself to say out loud, recognize what the issue is. Recognize, hey, that video underperformed. Don't let it be, I failed. Recognize why you're feeling the way you are, and say out loud what actually happened. And say, hey, yeah, this is the rejection sensitivity setting in, not this is, you know, the reality and I'm trash and no one loves me. This is me spiraling. Although sometimes knowing that you're spiraling doesn't really help. Another thing that is often very helpful is to delay any sort of interpretation, any sort of analysis of how a video did. Just stay away from YouTube Studio, stay away from the analytics tab. Do not look at it. Try to respond to comments, but otherwise stay away. Yeah, because early analytics are chaos and my brain is already way too loud. And focus on, kind of flip the script on it. Like don't think of low views as rejection. Think of any views as proof that you're growing. Redefine rejection as showing you where you need to grow on the platform. And a lot of smart advice says don't tell like your real life friends and family and such. Don't get them on your channel because they're not going to be as interested in it as you are, and that is going to feel like rejection as well. Don't go, when you find yourself spiraling, don't go to comments or stats. You go to that one person. You go to that one person that you trust and you be like, hey, I need a sanity check here. Like, am I reading too much into this? Don't go to them for praise. Go to them for grounding. If YouTube hurts more than it should, that's not your fault. It's just your nervous system takes things too seriously and is basically like a Chicken Little. It just needs protection. You need better armor. You need better systems. And hopefully this helps you consider what might be some of yours. And this time, for real, I promise we are back to the practical stuff. We're going to talk about shooting video with your phone without overthinking it. And if you want to check out a little mini arc on Pomodoro and how it can help you with your workflow, go ahead and give that playlist a shot. But yeah, I think I needed this video to exist before I got back to the practical stuff, because if the emotional stuff takes you out, no amount of practical advice is going to help you. I look forward to seeing you in the next one.